Razorbacks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Aggies have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will go to work first. Last time these two squared off in the Southwest Classic, it was the Aggies gigging the Razorbacks in a close one.
I think we saw a lot of mental toughness in that game, too, by Texas A&M. Things didn't always go great, but they were always seemingly able to respond, and I think that's going to be a big key in this one, dude.
And which one can keep their cool? In these rivalry games, sometimes it pops a little bit more. There's more emotion, and there's more adrenaline, and sometimes you can make some bad decisions. A&M did a good job year, but a big challenge with the Razorbacks today.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. RPO complete to open the drive. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
On the run, it's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, big moment in recruiting last week, four-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
White going to attack through the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now the play fake. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. It's Odom. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Lowers those pads.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
He leaves it with the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Golden. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They'll try to pop the draw. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big. Watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can beat. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Fires to the right. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception, so lucky that ball was incomplete.
Gets it out to the 20 after he picked up a 4. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. White wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Booker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Wants to go up top. He fires a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Pace, 27, John.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. On the move, it's Pringle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. White going to attack through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggie.
doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. White wants to throw it. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job with the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They go to the ground. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Give him 109 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. send that offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. White going to attack through the air. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, their offseason just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this 1st game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like, first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Catch in the middle, it's Norman. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
He's got two.
Leaves it with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Flip it.
White wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He might want another play. From the gun, looking for a man. With the catch, it's Golden. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Makes the catch. It's Golden. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Pulls it in. It's Golden. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish. Southwest Classic.
The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Complete on the comeback. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner. Got the speed, got the complete game.
There he goes. Picks up the first down. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Immediately fires to the middle. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed over the middle. It's Booth. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. White going to attack through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. A&M comes back out with another first down. Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Makes the grab. It's Pringle. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Takes a hit as he fires. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback, and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. White wants to throw it. Completes it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Booth. There he goes. He's at the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by just one over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He'll try the left side. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Rushes on him. The throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gonna look downfield again. Looking for the goal line. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Defense trying to deny this threat. It's 3rd and goal from the 10. They want to throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He leaves it with his back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Norman. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Aggie. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. White going to attack through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Okay, ready?
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. At the 45 on his way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And they're not on the same page there. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Now facing a 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. Finding an escape route. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. White wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Washington. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside inside his 5. And the returner goes down. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry.